What is going on YouTube? Fesify Media. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe for all latest UK media updates and story videos, and follow us on Instagram at Fesify to get updated on when we're next posting. So Stormzy is going to be episode 18, an in-depth story, and like I say, a lot of these guys, a lot more to offer, so there will be a part 2 in the future. But Stormzy's done a lot for the scene and one of the biggest rappers in the UK today. We're going to be doing another episode soon. Who do you want to see, BUGZY, MALONE or HUNCHO next? That will be dropping on Friday. These will be coming every Monday and Friday. As always, we start with the intro and facts. Well known Big Mike, Stormzy's real name is Michael. He was born on the 26th of July 1993 and he's aged just 27. He's from Croydon in London, sort of Croydon slash Norbury, which ain't too far from each other, and he's worth around 20 million. He's got a few nicknames you might know him by: Wicked Skengman, The Problem, Stiff Chocolate. The genres he's tapped into so far is obviously hip hop and grime, R&B, and he's done some gospel songs on his album as well. He's been active from around 2010 to present, so around 10 years in the game. He's got a cousin in the industry called Nadia Rose. Of course, Croydon, he grew up in South London with his mother and his brother and 2 sisters. He didn't come from a really rich household, nor did he come from a particularly musical background either. He attended Stanley Tech South Norwood and he's been rapping since age 11, and he would clash with other rappers at his local youth club. He said about school, "I was a very naughty child and on the verge of getting expelled, but I wasn't a bad child. Everything I did was for my own entertainment. But when it comes to the exams, I did well. I got 6 A stars and 3 A's and 5 B's on his GCSEs. He said it was A levels that showed me in life you need a work ethic. He studied for an apprenticeship and he had a normal working job for 2 years at an oil place in Southampton in Hampshire." Stormzy said he was a bit of a hood rat growing up and robberies and fighting was bog standard growing up in Croydon. As far as Stormzy's rise on the music scene, he is one of the kings of freestyles, and that would absolutely blow him up. First of all, we'd see him back in the day on platforms like Street Stars in 2011. He dropped on there and that got under 230k to this day. A warm up on SBTV in 2012 is on 680k. And he would do another freestyle on his own channel. He would start to build his own platform, which I liked about him. And his first ever freestyle proper on that channel has got 100k views and was in 2013. Then he started to do this project called Skengman, which everyone remembers. Part 1 got 750k. Part 2 got 900k, Part 3 got 2.5 million, and then in between this he'll drop little projects, like he had 0 to 100, which he like filmed in his studio in one day and then put out straight away. That's on almost 6 million views. In between that as well, he had a Fire in the Booth, which got 13 million to this day, and then Daily Duppies come out not long after that on Grime Daily, and then he will start to go back to his own platform again. Like a lot of people at this point, when they've got Daily Duppies coming out, Fire in the Booth, they would take it easy. He was still putting out work on his own channel. He dropped Shut Up, which changed everything. That's on 107 million views and is one of the most iconic freestyles ever filmed in the UK. After that, he didn't lay off. He dropped another Skengman project, number 4 come out. That's on 9.4 million views. And then he dropped also a one take where he dissed Dylan White and had various things in that, dressing shots as well. His freestyle ability never leaves him. This guy can kill it whenever. In terms of making actual songs and music, how much Stormzy's evolved is absolutely crazy. His early tracks, like Dungeon with Cadet, like Birthday Massacre, like Operation Shutdown, Where You Been with Swift, how far he's come is absolutely crazy. I mean, Gold Thoughts is so much progress within a couple of years. That was a really good song that got 2.2 million views on YouTube. And then he started to really take it serious with Not That Deep and Know Me From, just before all his freestyles went crazy. Then he dropped Standard, which got 10 million views on YouTube, and also dropped Scary, which got 24 million views, and then he would drop his album. Gang Signs and Prayers had so many classic songs on it, and he dropped a few of them on YouTube. Big For Your Boots obviously went crazy. That's got 65 million hits. Stormzy dropped a song called Cold, it didn't do as well. Cigarettes and Kush also come out a bit later, but the classic songs that hit the radio mainly was Blinded by Your Grace, Part 1 and Part 2. Stormzy also dropped another album in 2019 called Heavy Is the Head. Lot of classic tracks on that. A few dropped. The main single that went crazy was Vossy Bop, which done almost 100 million views on YouTube already, only being a year out. He had Sound of the Skeng drop, Wiley Flow. He had a song with Ed Sheeran and Burna Boy called Own It, which is on 50 million views. Also a song with Heady One as well, which got 10 million views. And he dropped another single called Do Better. Some other projects, of course, he has disappointed and still disappointed when we went back and forth with Wiley, but we'll get into that in another section of this video. He has other projects online, another song with Ed Sheeran where Aitch and JK jumped on the remix, which is called Take Me to London. He has a song with Little Mix as well, and also has a song with Linkin Park, Pusha T, which is on 54 million views on YouTube, which is a classic. He was on the Festa Skank remix and also the Ain't On Nothing remix as well back in the day, and will always jump on features when he had to kill it. As far as Stormzy's beefs and disses, he's never scared to get into it with anyone. Like I said, he was clashing back in the day, so him going back and forth with a fellow artist or anyone in the industry, it's never been a scare for him. Basically, it all started with Dylan White. That was the first person I heard him throw shots at. Anthony Joshua and Dylan White had a fight. Stormzy was on the side of Anthony Joshua, and Dylan White said, "I'm from South London, you should be backing me," and said he would beat up Stormzy. All these things were going back and forth between them two online to build it up, and Stormzy dissed them in his one-take freestyle. Several shots thrown because Dylan White had just lost that fight. Stormzy just poked fun at him and literally just mocked the fact he got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. Obviously, Chip and BUGZY were going back and forth, and it was alleged that Stormzy was involved in that and was going to diss BUGZY. That could have been a very good back and forth we could have seen. BUGZY benefited a lot off the Chip beef and would off of the Stormzy. I don't think Stormzy wanted to give him that limelight or shine, so he didn't really get involved, but them two clashing would have been crazy. More recently, you had Stormzy versus Wiley. Stormzy's looked up to Wiley and respected him a lot, but Wiley kept going at him online. Several Instagram vids, everything Stormzy was doing, like making a song with Aitch and JK on the Take Me to London, Wiley was just hating on everything he was doing, so Stormzy had enough and went back and forth with him. Quite an even battle. A lot of people say Stormzy won, but I think Wiley did quite good. Just not many people have heard the Wiley tracks and listened to the Stormzy's. They've got way more views on YouTube. For a rapper, Stormzy's taken a strange interest into politics, and sure, he'll grow that interest in the future. But in 2016, Stormzy endorsed the Labour Party and Jeremy Corbyn, saying he likes his views and his passion towards activism. And then also, later he called Theresa May a pagan, saying she's untrustworthy. He also supported Corbyn in the election in 2019. He said that he loves the fact that Corbyn is committed to giving the power back to black people, and branded Boris Johnson as a sinister man. The thing I love the most about Stormzy is him giving back. Stormzy has funded the Stormzy Scholarship, where he sends black UK students to university at Cambridge. He tried to get a deal with Oxford, but they didn't want to know. That's a really nice thing he's done for his community, and it's the very first time I heard that he was giving back in such a big way. Then the George Floyd thing happened, the racism thing was going crazy in the UK with the Black Lives Matter, and Stormzy got involved, and he issued a statement via his label saying he wants to donate $1 million a year for the next 10 years to charities and organisations and movements committed to fighting racial equality and justice reform. This is a very positive thing Stormzy's done as well, and a very big commitment of $1 million a year, which will go a very long way. And as of me making this video, Stormzy's actually pledged to give another 500,000 in scholarships, another big commitment, which is crazy, to disadvantaged students. Literally making this video today, and I just see it on the news as I was making it. In terms of his dating, we all know he was in a very high profile relationship with My Jammer and made songs for her like Birthday Girl when things are going very well, just talking about her birthday and how much he wants to treat her. They had a long relationship for many years, and some rumours come out that he was cheating and done disrespectful things with Georgia Smith. Nothing was confirmed. Stormzy literally said, "I wasn't cheating on her, but I disrespected her publicly, which I shouldn't have done," and he made a song called Lessons talking about that as well. Very manly thing to address your issues, and basically saying how much he still loves her. Will they get back together in the future? I don't know. There was rumours saying about he's dating Georgia Smith now, but he said that's not true, and other sources have said that's also not true. They're just friends. Stormzy has become one of the biggest rappers to ever touch the UK scene. In terms of his future, this guy's only 2 albums in, and we can see him go to some crazy heights. Who do you guys want to see on the story next? Make sure you comment below. I've got HUNCHO coming. I've got a few different guys. Like I said, it's out of HUNCHO or BUGZY Malone next, so comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.